something different, so I asked, can I?
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split.
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with their opponents. Season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Sanders first carry of the game. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Eagles on third down. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Sanders. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Philadelphia. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. On the draw, here's Sanders. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
from the gun, it's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Jake Elliott on for the point.
Short throw, pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick-6. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A run for Nick Chubb. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
29-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Chubb on the counter. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Chubb on the carry.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, they'll go screen here to Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Dalvin Cook, the ball.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run. Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8.
Complete to Mike
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Philadelphia.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Flushed out right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
49 the mic. Watch 49. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That one is caught by Hunt. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. Well, plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. To throw again, Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Third and long, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Hurts. Airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
First down, Eagles.
Now a run with Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
And 12. At the 41-yard line.
They run. Chubb. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Dancing to his left. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Mills. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. 2nd down and goal. Wilson, that's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Davion Taylor in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And it's third down.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Sanders a first down, still going. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Jamie Collins.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To Evans on the slant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Eagles.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Down to the 25.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
25 yards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carry on Johnson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at them all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Throwing again. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On second and goal. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. Wilson. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Fourth quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. It's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Cook, the ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Cook. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Dalvin
He
Cook.
continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 17, Wilson. And quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Browns 27, Eagles 23.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Browns 34, Eagles 30. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing is Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Harrison Butker on for the point.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Hurts airing this one out for Evans. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 47 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. Dances by him. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Nick Chubb.
After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from the 20. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward.
Denzel Ward. The first down pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
48.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.